channel. Today, just like we did last year for the month of October, we are doing another 10 great spooky movies for the month of October and the Halloween season. So I have 5 movies here, and my dad is going to come with 5 more movies. So here he is.
Hey!
Hello.
How's it going, Ryan?
Good.
Oh, the month of October is already here.
Uh-huh.
Are you excited? Yeah. What are you going to be for Halloween this year?
A zombie unicorn.
Zombie unicorn. I'm still working on my costume. So, what are we doing today?
We are showing our 5 great spooky movies and to recommend for you.
Well, I remember doing this last year, and we kept it quite kid-friendly on most of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
This time we upped it up a little bit. So some of these may be
Rated R
or PG-13. So you have to make sure your parents
And we'll talk about those whenever we come to those movies.
give you permission to maybe even screen some of these movies. But yes, so why don't you start us off?
First one, Corpse Bride. This is a Tim Burton movie, and I'm pretty sure we showed it in our Tim Burton video. None of these are from the Halloween movie one last year. So.
These are all 10 new movies. Not new movies, but movies that we didn't do last time.
And this was in the, if you watched the Tim Burton video, you would see this one.
If they didn't see that, can you tell me a little bit about what Corpse Bride was about?
It's about almost like a, call it a zombie kind of girl. Wants a husband and being married.
Okay.
And he tried, but he didn't
He tried, but he didn't what?
get married.
Get married. So you're telling people the ending and ruining it for everybody that didn't see it? I like Corpse Bride. It's got some good music and really nice animation. Reminds me a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas style of animation.
You probably saw that one if you watched it, of course. And the Tim Burton one too, and it might even be your movie.
Cool. Good pick. So, I've got one here for you. Stephen King has always been one of my favorite masters of horror. He's an author and wrote many screenplays for movies.
Is he the one that we did last time? It?
Yes. Yes, he wrote the book It, that they made into a movie twice.
The only good one is the older one.
Yeah. Well, this one is Pet Sematary, the original. Came out in 1989. Very classic horror movie.
They did make a remake, but it isn't as good as.
Not at all. And they changed it up quite a bit. I've never read the book, so I don't know if the new one stays true to the book. But this one is the good one. This is the one. It's very eerie, creepy, awesome story. Don't want to give out too much, but it is rated R. It's got language and violence and everything horror movies had back in the 80s. Very, very good movie though. One of my top 3 Stephen King movies of all time.
Next one we have over here in this list is Coraline. This one is actually the 3D version. This was my dad's one of his first 3D movies he saw in theaters. Now these are the older 3D glasses, not like regular glasses, but with the 3D lens. These are the pink, green, something like that. It's like the way different shades. And
So why don't you tell them a little bit about what the movie's about?
she moves into this house that she really doesn't want to move in, and she finds a secret door with another mother. And I don't want to give away too much, so.
It is a good movie. When real 3D started and the movie theaters, I watched this in the theater, and it was totally different from what I grew up watching 3D. It was blue and red, and that's all you got. This was actually all like it's watched on the movie screen in regular color.
Yeah.
Creepy movie, very good.
This one comes in 2D and 3D, but you can find it just in 2D if you want to buy it. Preferably maybe at Target, Walmart, those kind of stores if you want to get it.
Good pick. My next one's a little more kid friendly. It is called.
You might know the guy from AGT America's Got Talent.
It is called Little Monsters with Fred Savage and Howie Mandel. It's a kid's classic. Great for the Halloween October time. It's about a little boy and his brother. The boy meets this monster, and this monster tries to play tricks on him at first, but ends up becoming real good friends with him, and they get into some trouble. Don't want to give out too much, but it is a good movie. This one came out in 1989 also. You know me, I love my 80s movies.
80s are really good movies.
We watch this every year.
I think one or two mine are.
It's also-
really good 80s movies.
It's also got a lot of comedy in it also. So good for the kids, good for the
It's not
family.
that scary, actually. Just
What do you got next?
Nightmare Before Christmas. You saw this in the Tim Burton video if you watched it, and if you haven't, let me explain. It's about a skeleton named Jack, and he's tired of Halloween, so he wants something new.
I'm guessing Christmas. Very good movie. Probably the first Tim Burton animated movie that I think he ever did, right?
Either that one or that Victor, I think it's called, or
Oh,
something like
but that one wasn't animated.
No, I think it was stop motion.
Oh, okay. Well, good pick. Good for October, November, and December.
Mm-hmm. All in the middle.
Okay, so I've got another Stephen King
I've
80s
seen
movie.
this one. It's like a bunch of stories.
It's called Creep Show.
The beginning isn't a story. It's like
It's a bunch of shorts, probably about 30 minutes long. There's like 4 stories in there, I believe.
5.
5 stories.
Wait.
Um,
I think 5.
most of them are written by Stephen King himself.
It's about a 2-hour movie, but it's really good.
Rated R.
I don't like the last story. I hate the last story. I almost threw up on the last story.
So the last one's about cockroaches. So if they make you squeamish,
Don't watch that last one. Because
Um,
I actually ran away and then I started crying.
oh man. Well, this has got a little bit of everything. It's got your zombies. It's got your horror. It's got creepy things that
And
are in,
actually, some of it's actually pretty funny. Some.
creepy things that are hiding in crates and
Oh, I forgot about this.
it's I actually was a kid when of course I was a kid when I first saw this, but it's one that I love watching every year if possible. Great movie. It's got a lot of great actors in it too.
I saw-
Stephen King even makes an appearance in one of the stories.
Yes, he does. And what isn't it like his longest one in a movie? His longest acting thing?
I think so. It's the most acting I've ever seen him do in a movie. Creep Show.
I saw it this year, and I actually saw it when I was little. I just didn't really watch too many. I watched.
She made it through like the first story and then
And then-
was kind of creepy and
and
was
then
like,
I-
oh, this is kind of scary.
And I was only like 5.
But she made it through this time. Good
I
movie.
didn't want to make it through the last one, but I did.
So what do you got next?
Now, these last 2 are actually my top 2 movies. The one I'm about to show you is my second, and the one I show you after this one is my first.
So just so before you say which one it is,
It's rated R, and there is language and a lot of violence, so I would suggest asking your parents to watch it and then see if you can watch it first because
it's not really for kids, but if your parents screen out a few things, they could make it through.
yeah, it's just like 3 or 4 or 5 4-minute clips.
Yeah, and actually this would have been on my list, but
I took them. I was first pick, so.
so what do you got?
So my second favorite movie of all Halloween movies, maybe for a long time, Elm Street. It's about a girl named Nancy haunted by the streets. And you'll see what happens next if you are able to watch it.
Freddy Krueger, he's one of the
Best.
icon masters of horror.
And if you walk into a spirit store on Halloween, you look down the aisles, you will see a giant aisle of Nightmare on Elm Street stuff.
Well, they know they like to sell good stuff. Great movie,
You
great
might
pick.
even see some Jason and Chucky stuff too, but just look at the friends.
That's probably my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie. It's hard choice between two of them, but that's probably the
And-
top one for me only because it's the very first one that I have ever
That
seen.
was my second, and the one that you were talking about, the other one, I have right here. And first I'll show you.
Well, you might as well tell us about it.
Okay. So same with the regular first Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes, there is language, there is violence. You might have to skip one or two parts. And even if you are able to watch it, if you're not really a language person, you might want to cover your ears on some parts.
There is some inappropriate stuff too for kids. Definitely screen this, parents, if you're watching.
But not, it's only like 2 or 3 scenes that you have to
Yes.
skip.
And really, we only watch these movies during October time,
But
just so it's.
one time we did watch the one I'm about to show you in January.
So, tell me a little bit about what this one's about.
I remember the day actually we watched it. It was January 21st.
Ah. So tell me a little bit about it.
Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, Dream Warriors. So they made a song, Dawkins made a song about this, kind of. It's about a girl named Christian and all of her friends live on Elm Street. And they are haunted just like Nancy. And Nancy is one of their friends with those Freddy Krueger dreams.
Yeah, she's helping them at a hospital where they're at, and they're all having the same nightmares with Freddy Krueger.
And if you are able to watch these and you want to see if one of your favorite characters is Nancy, you can see a lot of Nancy in Part 7.
Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Yes, and I wanted to put Part 4 on my list too because that one's a really good one. I just wanted to keep it more kid friendly, so I really and there's a lot of Nightmare on Elm Street in here anyway, so yeah. And do you want to tell me about
Great film. Yeah, we'll save that one for last. What I got next for you is, this might be a surprise, but it is another Stephen King movie called 1408. Very, very creepy movie. This one's actually PG-13. Still got a lot of violence and some language. Creepy movie. It's about a guy who
I've
stays
never
in.
seen this one before, actually.
Well, he stays in scary places and documents everything. And he ends up going to this hotel, 1408, the room number, where nobody makes it out alive. And he wants to be the first one to do it. And he goes and just got to say, he didn't know what he was getting into.
Uh-oh.
Great movie, though. It's got Samuel L. Jackson, John Cusack, another great Stephen King film. We might have to watch this soon. And for my last one, it's not very spooky, but it's great for the October time.
And it's also funny and pretty much family friendly.
Yes. So this one is Teen Wolf.
Now there is.
It comes with part 2, but I'm talking about part 1. I've
Yeah.
never even seen part 2, to tell you the truth.
Honestly, I mean.
But the first one's got Michael J. Fox. Great movie, 1985.
Wasn't he in the Back to the Future?
He was. That was Michael J. Fox. So it is a movie about a werewolf growing up.
Likes basketball.
And he's actually a teenager growing up as a werewolf, and he finds out for the first time that he is a werewolf. And his dad's a werewolf, and they never told him. And then he finds out one day, and then
The werewolf's are pretty cute.
he has a lot of fun with it. Plays on the school basketball team, and it's really good.
Tell him about that one scene when he's surfing.
Oh yes. So Raya loves the scene where he's riding on top of a van and he's doing cartwheels and flips.
He's surfing.
Surfing in the USA. That's right. So Teen Wolf, really good movie. More of a comedy, but still great for the Halloween season.
So now, this one we're about to talk about, we couldn't make it on our list. I mean, we would. But we don't have the movie because it just came out. We did do a review on it about a month ago.
Yes, you did. We don't have it on DVD because it's not on
We
DVD
have
yet.
all 3 books. That's one hint. See if you guys can guess it. We have all 3 books. It has the name Scaries.
So
Scary
it's,
in it.
just tell us the name of it.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Very good movie. Probably still in the theaters.
It might have a little, it's a little bit scary.
It's really good though. Really good.
You might have to, I don't think you'd have to really ask your parents for it. You might because it's like.
It is PG-13, so I'm sure
Yeah.
you would. But I had fun today. I enjoyed doing this. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for sharing some movies with us.
You ready for the Halloween season?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank y'all, and Ryan, I'll see you next time.
Yeah. Hit that like button and turn on notifications and comment down below if you've ever seen any of these movies and if you can watch any of them. And if you want to see any of them. And tell us some other cool scary movies. And happy Halloween, everyone. Hit that notification bell to be part of our family. Let us grow. Tell your friends and family. And so, bye.